and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern Living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett Land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you're having a beautiful day. It's not that beautiful though. It's rainy. It's raining all day, and it's beautiful because it's raining. But it's gonna rain all day. Right now it's 65 degrees, only going up to a high of 69. So it's gonna be rainy and wet, just icky, and I gotta go out in it. I hate going out in the rain. I do. Like that's one of the things I hate the most is going out in the rain. But what can you do? Ain't nothing I can do about it. I gotta do what I gotta do. So, but anyway, hope you're having a great day. I am. I've been up super early. Whew, I got a lot going on right now, but it's okay. Got a lot going on, but it's okay. It's okay. I ain't gonna complain. I ain't gonna complain. There's no need to complain. But anyway, let's get on with this day. So today is National Get Funky Day, National Do Something Nice Day, which is really good. National Apple Betty Day. Well, I have no idea what an Apple Betty is. What the heck is an Apple Betty? And National Eat a Fruit at Work Day. So I had a banana early this morning and a nice glass of water. So that was a great thing. Now I have no idea. I got a lot of stuff going on right here, right? Look. Like all this right here, this was supposed to be inside my shot. I forgot. Because let me tell y'all what happened. This is what happened, right? So what happened was I've been up since about 5:30, 6 o'clock, right? And I was up early, ready to work, ready to get everything going. Got up, took my shower, I was ready. And then I got locked into a project that threw me complete two projects. I completed one, which I needed to. Then I got locked into my second project, which made me like go over my time. So it's just been crazy this morning, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my sister-in-law, Vivian Bell. Happy birthday, girl. It's your birthday. So today is her birthday. We got a birthday club going too. So not only is it her birthday, she get the money from the birthday club. So today is her day. It's a bunch of us in the birthday club, and it's beautiful that you can wake up and celebrate another day, but it's even more beautiful when you wake up to about, some money. Like you can go out today and shop, because that's what when my time come around in February, I'm going to shop. I don't know. I need a new wardrobe for 2022. So when my birthday rolls around in February, I'm going to shop. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, October the 5th. It is Tuesday, y'all. Taco Tuesday, tantalizing Tuesday. It's a rainy Tuesday. All of that. Talk Business Tuesday. I'll be talking business this Tuesday, so it's Talk Business Tuesday. So be sure to stick around. I'm going to talk about building this podcast network that I'm building, because that's what I'm doing right now. I got to tell you about my show yesterday. It was really good, and I'm excited about that. So anyway, let's get on with the horoscopes. Aries, be careful not to get involved in other people's personal affairs. Try spending the day catching up on any responsibilities that need to be taken care of. Be careful how you handle friends and relatives. You may make things they may take things the wrong way. It's a lot of be careful in there for you today, Aries. Be careful. So I'm just gonna emphasize: be careful, be careful, be careful. You got to be careful how you get involved in people's business. That means stay out. You got to be careful how you handle your family and friends. Yep. Try spending some time on the responsibilities. Yes. So you need to be careful. So be careful. Be careful when driving, because it's raining. It's supposed to rain all day. I got to go out. I ain't happy about that. Taurus, you may need help. You may need help with your financial situation. Try to be a bit more understanding, or you may end up spending the evening alone by yourself and it's raining. You don't want to be by yourself and it's raining. A residential move may be necessary to get a better job. Sometimes you got to change some things, Taurus. You may need to make a switch. You may need to make a move. If you're trying to get a better job, you might have to do that. And I know people don't like change. Like most people do not like change. They're set in their ways. They're used to a certain thing. They really don't like change. So you may not like change. Gemini, you will find their philosophies worth exploring. You will be looking for creative ways to make a little extra cash. Get help to finish a project if you need it. Yeah. Get help. Get the help if you need it. If you need some help, just ask for it. That's one of our biggest issues, especially as women. We don't like to ask for anything. Most of us don't. Let me just say that. A lot of us don't. Let me just say that. In the meantime, you'll be looking for creative ways to make some extra cash. So creative ways could be you may be able to draw, right? Somebody needs a drawing. I have a client, he's an artist, but it's just something that he does on the side, but his work is amazing. And I said to him, "Are you selling that?" He's like, "Nah, I'm working with a coach right now to, help me figure out how to sell it." So I'm helping him launch a podcast. She's helping him sell the artwork. So we're trying to marry the two together, which we absolutely can. He loves music and art, and he wants to be a podcaster. So I'm showing him how to do that. But that's some extra money for him because he had on a shirt of DMX that he drew. It was beautiful. I thought he used like some kind of, he drew the shirt and then he put it on a t-shirt. It was really nice. And I was like, that is a really nice shirt. Like, yeah, I did this one. I said, "You drew it?" He's like, "Yes." It looked like a photograph that had been, but I've seen people who draw like this before. The photograph, it looked like a photograph that had been taken and like the colors had been changed or manipulated. He actually drew it by hand. It looks like a photograph. It was beautiful. But anyway, use your talents, Gemini, to create that extra cash you need. Even if you just do it on the weekend, like a cheesecake in a cup or something. I don't know. You make the best cheesecake ever. Sell that junk at the especially now. All the fall festivals going on. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do something because I just like to be amongst people. So I'm tempted to sell something. I've been thinking about it real hard. I bought some things to do, so I'm still thinking about it. Cancer. You can expand your circle of friends if you get involved in unusual activities. Do not trust others with important information. Investments will not be as they appear. Watch your money, Cancer. Investments will not be as they appear. So if you don't understand what you're getting into and you don't have all the proper documents, have somebody review that stuff because they may not be as they appear and you want to watch the money. Don't trust others with your important information. There's a lot going on for you there. Just a lot. Just be careful. Unusual activities. You could expand your circle of friends if you get in. Expand your circle of friends, but watch your back. Leo, problems with your mate will develop if you don't let them have their way. Don't get upset. Try not to let your emotions interfere with the completion of your work. I know you're probably saying to yourself, not letting them have their way, but here's the thing: sometimes it's better to be happy than right. Sometimes it's better to be happy than right. I know we always want to be right. We always want things our way. Sometimes you got to bend a little just so you can be happy. That's called compromise. Just in case you don't know, it's called compromise. Virgo, use your creative abilities to come up with new ideas and directions. Encourage your youngsters in your family. Opportunities to travel will develop through peers. Use your creative abilities to come up with new ideas and directions. There you go. I mean, what are you good at? Can you sew? Can you knit? Can you write? Can you draw? Can you sing? Do you have a beautiful voice? I have a young lady that I use for all of my voiceovers now. She has a beautiful voice. And I have a gentleman that I've been using. I talk fast. I still have um, issues speaking sometimes because I had braces for so long, and so my words get kind of slurred. Her voice is amazing, and I have hired her, I think, on 3 separate occasions off of Fiverr, because Fiverr is a moneymaker, y'all. I've hired her 3 times off of Fiverr to produce, and it may be four, to produce audios for my shows. She did Good Morning. No, she did Wise Woman Invest. She did um, Built Together. She also did uh she did another one for me. I can't think of which one it is. It'll come up when I release it. But she's done 3 audio recordings for me. And there's a gentleman on Fiverr who has done 2. But I've used like gentlemen men before. I think this is the first time I've used the woman one time, but before I've used other guys to do recordings. So if you got a great voice, listen, go to Fiverr and make some extra money. We're gonna talk about like you gotta learn how to use what you got to get what you want. You gotta learn how to use what you got to create that money that you need in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to learn how to do. And that's important. That's really important. You can do it slow talking. Talking like you have an orange in your mouth. I talk like I got an orange in my mouth. Yeah. So somebody said I talk like I got it because I'm talking fast. Yeah, talking like you have an orange in your mouth. That's funny. Thanks for dropping in, LinkedIn user. I'm trying to get better with the talking. I have like these braces that's still in my mouth. You can't see them, but they're still there. So the orange in my mouth. Okay. Thanks for dropping in and sharing some word of wisdom. Oh, sometimes people just who they are. They feel like they can just drop in and say crazy stuff. but it's all right. It's okay. All right, I'm going to a song. Now, listen, guys, you guys on LinkedIn, you probably won't hear the music this morning because we're trying to get the audio right. Um, the audio is kind of wacky, so you won't hear the music playing. You people who are listening to live podcasting, you can hear the music. So everybody on LinkedIn and Facebook and all those places, you won't hear the music. And so just stick around. I'll be back right after this song. So just in case you don't hear the music, um, just know that it's playing, and I'll come back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back because I gotta give you the rest of the horoscopes. So just stick around. Know that I'll be right back after I play this song. I know I'm trying to get the audio right because I listened to the audio yesterday. I wasn't happy with it. When it comes through on StreamYard, like you hear me talking, that sounds good. But when I play the music, because of the way the audio is connected, I don't like the way that sounds. And so as I'm trying to continuously make this a better show, I have to make sure the audio comes out. And much as I love to play the music, it doesn't sound right when I play it the way it's been playing. So I got an audio guy coming in to fix that probably next week. In the meantime, you hold on while I go to this song, and I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Notary Astrologer Micah Thyssen.
I'm not sure I understand it, but everything seems brighter now than before. I don't know why I feel this way, but every time I hear your name, all my worries disappear, yeah. It's all because of you. I feel the way I do. You make my dreams come true, yeah. It's all because of you, because of you. And I don't fall in love so easily, 'cause I don't wear my heart up on my sleeve. I don't know if you feel the same, but every time I hear your name, my worries disappear. It's all because of you. I feel the way I do. You make my dreams come true, yes you do. It's all because of you, because of you.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you your daily horoscopes brought to you by Notary Astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're gonna pick it up with Libra. I'm trying to slow down. I'm actually going to start going to Toastmasters because I do talk really fast, and when I do this, I talk fast, and also when I'm speaking at conferences, I have to tell people tell me to slow down because I talk fast. It's a habit. You know, somebody told me the other day. She said, "So you talk fast because you're from Jersey." And I was like, nah, I don't know about that. But you know, who knows? Who knows why I talk fast? I could talk fast I can talk fast. Hey, Willoff. Yes, I'm back up. I'm back up. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. So it's kind of cool that right now the show is streaming on Facebook. So speaking of Facebook, I'm gonna get back to the horoscopes in 1 second. People were losing their mind yesterday because Facebook did not work. And I did a show yesterday evening called Built Together. And I couldn't stream live to Facebook because it wasn't working like for most of the day. I think it worked yesterday morning because I don't remember having a problem yesterday morning. I remember the red box popping up saying Facebook isn't working. But by last night, around 6 o'clock when I did the show, it was not working. It was not working. People were losing their minds. I don't get on Facebook that often. I didn't even know it wasn't working until I got up there last night to do the show. So I had a show called Built Together last night, and the founder, one of the co-founders of Built, was on the show. And when I went to go do Facebook to click for the show to stream live on Facebook, a big red box came up saying can't stream live. And then I Googled it real quick and I was like, oh, Facebook is down. But then I realized it is really down and people were like going berserk. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Your personal secrets may be revealed if you let coworkers in on your family dilemmas. Yeah. Secret enemies will be eager to spread rumors about you. If you want to help, that's great. But if they try to take credit for your work, you would have to set them straight. Ooh, you got a lot going on today. You got people, you got co-workers you shouldn't tell your secrets to. You got secret enemies trying to spread rumors about you. You got people trying to take credit for your work. Libra, you got to watch your back today, baby. You got a lot going on. You got backstabbers all around you. Watch yourself because they're all around you. Scorpio, you may have been too agreeable to someone who just wanted to use you. You can expect opposition from family as well as colleagues. They will not be in the right frame of mind to put up with tactless comments. Listen, don't piss nobody off today. They're not in their right frame of mind because you can say the wrong thing to the right person today and it's going to come out bad. So they're not ready for you today. So don't say it. Just don't say anything, Scorpio. Just keep it to yourself today. You know what I mean? I know you want to say some things, but don't. Sagittarius, your questions will help you ferret out secret information. Your determination and sheer desire to do your own thing will be successful. Deal with the needs of children to get into groups. Deal with self-awareness. Deal with self-awareness. Deal with yourself. Listen, I'm always aware. I'm trying to figure out how to slow it down. I'm trying to figure out how to, make it present better, all of that good stuff. Deal with yourself. And listen, you can ask the right questions that'll get you the answers that you want. Yeah, you can do that. That secret information you're trying to get you, but you got to know how to ask the right questions. Think about that, Scorpio. Capricorn, your suggestions for fundraising events will be well received. You need to do more things that you enjoy. This is a great day for a trip. It could be a great day for a trip. It's raining here in Georgia, though, so it's pouring down. And it's only going to go to 69 degrees. So I don't know if it's a great day or not. I don't know. But if it's a great, wherever you are, Capricorn, right now, if it's a great day for you, have a great day and have a one-day trip. All right. Aquarius, social functions will bring you in touch with new lovers. Okay. You looking for some new love today, Aquarius? This is it. Try to do things with children that will enable them to bond closer to them. Able you to bond closer to them. You need to spend time with your friends and family. Friends and family are important. If you can't spend time with them, spend as much time as you possibly can. Trust me when I tell you, you will be happy later. Well, let me say this. It depends on who the family and friends are. I need to say that part because some people are like, I'm going to be nowhere near them, family or not. Anyway, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, do not sign your life away. Don't be afraid to make a move if you aren't happy with your emotional situation. You'll be prone to tears if your mate is harsh with you today. All right, fish. Listen, somebody's gonna make you cry today. Your mate may have some harsh words that's gonna make you cry. Okay, don't sign your life away. Listen, I always say this. If you have to sign anything that you don't understand, consult with a professional so they can go through the document and make sure what you are signing is what you think you're signing. That's important because otherwise you can sign your life away. I don't want that to happen to you. I do not. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thoughts. And now let's get on to some news you can use. So there is a challenge going around right now called Slap a Teacher. It's a TikTok challenge. Now, that is not a good challenge. That is not a good challenge. So Gwinnett County Public School Superintendent Calvin Watts is warning parents about this challenge. He's saying, this is slap a teacher on the backside. That's not good, y'all. That's gonna cause your kids to get in trouble. So you might want to let them know right out the gate, do not do that, because somebody's gonna try it. Some student is gonna try it. Anyway, Superintendent Watts sent letters home to parents on yesterday warning about the TikTok challenge, such as devious licks. Oh, that sounds disgusting. Why would you want to lick somebody, a stranger? It's a challenge that students steal things from their students from their schools in September. Devious licks. Okay, I thought you had to actually lick somebody. I'm like, that's disgusting. He highlighted a new challenge going around on social media platform that's called students to engage in behavior that Watts warned could result in sexual assault charges. Now, that's rough. Like, that's rough right there, because you're right. If you slap somebody on the butt, that could be a sexual assault charge. So why would you do that? Do not listen. Tell your children, do not touch their teacher. Now, you have some teachers who probably won't take it that serious because they know that the challenge is out there. But then you have others that will take it serious and be totally offended. And now your children is getting expelled from school, possibly getting like some charges from police. So don't do that. Don't do that. He said, let me be very clear. Each and every person, especially each teacher, deserves the utmost respect, and this behavior would not be tolerated. Do not touch your do not touch your teacher. Do not touch your teacher. Tell your children do not do that, because they're going to get in trouble. They could even get in trouble with the law. That could be a real problem. Like, wow, because all of these crazy challenges that they have, and people want to do them like that. Remember the one they had where you had to eat all the cinnamon, and then it's nuts. I haven't done any of those because I think they're ridiculous. I'm not doing them. Some of them look like they could be fun, but for the most part, especially the cinnamon could choke you. Just a little bit of cinnamon could choke you. Now you want to slap somebody on the butt, and these kids going to get kicked out of school because somebody's going to slap their teacher on the butt. Now, here's the thing. If you do that, you're in trouble. Now, some teachers may be okay with it, but for the most part, most of them are not. So don't do that. There's a popular cookie chain that began in Utah 4 years ago, and it's coming to Gwinnett County. Yeah, cookies. Yes. Do we need cookies? Yes, we need cookies. Crumble Cookies is in the process of doing a build out on a bakery store in Lawrenceville Market Shopping Center at the intersection of Lawrenceville Swanee Road and Duluth Highway, just off of Route 316 in unincorporated Lawrenceville. The store will be located in the former Metro PCS store situated between My Eye Doctor and Scrubs and Beyond. It's about 6 doors down from Target. I know exactly where that is. So now we got a cookie store coming. It's called Crumble. There are also going to be locations in Atlanta as well, locations in Alpharetta, Cummings, Kennesaw, and Marietta. Oh, they're expanding. They started 4 years. They're doing great. The cookies must be really good. And here's why I say that, because when you start to put, unless this is a chain, it sounds like a franchise though. But unless this is a chain, so it's the difference between a chain and a franchise. The chain is pretty much owned by one company, right? And then a franchise, regular people get a chance to buy into that company, buy the blueprint for that company, and they get to use the name and everything that the company uses. You use that. So that's usually a chain. And it's usually like entrepreneurs who say, you know what, I want to start a franchise. This is a franchise that I like. So I don't know which one it is, but it must be doing really well to even think about starting a chain of stores. It started in Utah. Utah is pretty far from Georgia. It started in Utah, and it's not only is it expanding to Gwinnett County, it's expanding across Georgia. And I'm wondering, are those franchises, or is it a chain? That's gonna be interesting to see. But anyway, it's gonna have a variety of cookies ranging from milk chocolate chip to pink velvet to ruby chocolate chip, chocolate strawberry cheesecake. Yeah, that's a lot of sugar. And the pink donut. So is the donut actually pink? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that up because I want to know more about this company. We're always looking to something. People love cookies. They're going to always love cookies. So that's not going anywhere, nowhere at all. Nowhere. Gwinnett soccer coach players raised money to build a school in Cameroon. I think that's really nice. I want to give them a round of applause. So, Nadine Kabizu, I'm saying her name, Kazubu's pilgrimage beginning becoming a professional soccer player started by kicking the ball in a field near her childhood home in India, a small town in West African nation of Cameroon. She was the youngest in the family of five and raised by a widowed mother with little money. Turned her hobby into a career and played professional teams in Cameroon, Germany, and the U.S. She landed at Alpharetta after graduating from Georgia State University. Now she uses her powers for soccer as a coach and a private trainer. She formed the Nadine Foundation a few years ago to give back to children in her home country. So they're now building schools in Cameroon, which I think is amazing. She is an example of perseverance, determination, and focus, and a good heart, because she could have came to the United States and said, you know what, I'm done, but she didn't. She took the gift that God gave her and she turned it into this foundation to help others. So I think that's wonderful. She also enlisted the help of teenage players on the Gwinnett County-based Atlanta Fire United Soccer Club. So she has some students from Gwinnett help her raise some money so she can go back to Cameroon and build some schools. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. All right, let's talk business Tuesday. I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more about business coming up. I got to tell you about what I did yesterday. The new podcast that I launched yesterday, it was great. And if you guys didn't get a chance to listen to it, you can. So I'll be right back after this song. So stay tuned.
Should be easy. Why should it not? When all you want is to be loved, is to be loved. Love ain't easy. You taught me that. I let you in, now you are out, now you are out. I don't understand why you hurt me. I don't understand why you wanna let me down. Can't understand. Was it all worth it? You played me good just for a rush, just for a rush. So now I wrote a song about us. The tears are running down my face. Now I wrote a song about us. Just trying to fill that empty space you left behind. You left behind, you left behind. You left behind. You left behind, you left behind. Can someone help me to find love again? Cause all I want is to be loved, is to be loved. Can someone free me from all my doubts? Cause like a prison I want out, now I want out. I don't understand why you hurt me. I don't understand why you wanna let me down. Can't understand. Was it all worth it? You played me good just for a rush, just for a rush. So now I wrote a song about us. The tears are running down my face. Now I wrote a song about us. Just trying to fill that empty space you left behind. You left behind, you left behind. You left behind. You left behind, you left behind. So now I wrote a song about us. The tears are running down my face. Now I wrote a song about us. Just trying to fill the empty space you left behind. You left behind, you left behind. Oh, you left behind. Hey, you left behind, you left behind.
Welcome back, welcome back. So it's your girl giving you the daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. But we're about to switch gears and we're about to go into Talk Business Tuesday. And I want to tell y'all about, so So, you know, if you've been listening for a while, you know I'm building a podcast network. So right now I am hosting Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm hosting, I'm relaunching Talk Business with Audrey, which is really about just talking business. So instead of me doing Talk Business Tuesday, I'll be doing Talk Business with Audrey and running right through this show with news and global news, national news, local news. That's what Good Morning Gwinnett is doing. So I'm constantly just making differences, making changes. So I'm going to be relaunching Talk Business with Audrey just to talk about business, occasionally having our entrepreneurs on the show as well. Wise Women Invest, that's going to be a show about women investing in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, cryptocurrency. That's going to be interesting too, because I'm going to have women on in all of those platforms to help you learn how to be a really good investor in all these spaces, especially like the new technologies and new cryptos and things like that, and really understanding like what that means. So that's Wise Women Invest. So this Good Morning Gwinnett, Talk Business with Audrey, Wise Women Invest. I did 2 episodes of Wise Women Invest. I think on the Talk Business with Audrey, I got about 15 episodes. So I have to relaunch the program, relaunch the show. Then I'm going to be doing, then I've launched Popcorn and Politics, which comes on every Sunday at 1 p.m. live, which is pretty cool. I did the first episode last week. It was a Saturday, but I brought it back. It's going to be posted for Sunday. Then I did Built Together yesterday, which stands for Blacks United in Leading Technology. That was a good show. My guest yesterday was Peter Beasley, who is one of the co-founders of Built. So here in the Metro Atlanta area, I am the chapter president for this area. And Blacks United in Leading Technology is all about bridging the gap between Blacks and tech. Right now, we are still very limited in this space. We're limited in a lot of spaces. So we're very limited in this space. And so I'm happy to be one of the catalysts to bridge that gap. So one of the ways I'm doing that outside of holding events and symposiums and things like that, which I'm planning for 2022, is being able to bring on amazing people in the tech space who are Black people or those who support Black people in tech. So you're going to get a lot of that. And I'm excited about that show because I feel like it's going to help me change the lives of a lot of people. I know people tell me I change lives with Good Morning Gwinnett, and I believe that. I believe I probably changed lives with most of my shows, all of them actually, because they all teach you something, and they're all pretty much designed to empower you. So that one launched yesterday, and then moving forward, at the end of this month, we'll be launching Cannabispreneur, and that show is all about talking to people who have some kind of entrepreneur endeavor inside of the cannabis industry, and I'm excited about that. I know a lot of people don't believe in it, but here's the thing: it's happening. We can't stop it. There's revenue to be made. There's revenue that you can make if you're interested in that space. I don't know how close we are here in Georgia. I know that some people just got approved to be growers, which means we're going to probably have dispensaries. Medical marijuana has already been approved in Georgia, but the problem was there is no way to get it. So even though you could get it if you need it, you couldn't actually go anywhere inside of Georgia and get it. Like there wasn't a doctor who could write you a prescription and you go and get medical marijuana, and even if you had the license or the certificate to do so, because it was illegal to sell any type of marijuana here in the state of Georgia. Here recently, we have gotten approval for some companies, and I think it's about 6, to actually grow marijuana, which means that we're going to change some things, because if you can grow, what's the use of growing if you can't sell it? You got to sell it to somebody. So that being said, dispensaries are probably going to be popping up all over Georgia. We need to understand what that looks like. And if there's opportunities for you to get into that space and you don't have a problem with it, then why not? Like there are people that do pharmaceuticals, and we know that they make some of the worst drugs in the world. The thing, if you watch, and I don't have to tell you, just watch the TV. Every time a commercial pop up, you get a disclaimer about all these things that could go wrong if you take that medication. So, I don't frown on marijuana. I don't use it, but I don't frown on it either, because I know that I have heard people say, you know what, I feel so much better. Like my pain is gone. I can have somewhat of a normal life. And to me, that's what's important. So the show is going to be called Cannabispreneur. It's going to start towards the end of this month. And so I'm excited about that. So why am I sharing all this with you? Because this is Talk Business Tuesday, and I am expanding my podcast network to include all these shows. And what does that mean? That means that I have decided to narrow my focus and focus just mostly on, I'm gonna say 90% is podcasting, right? That's where I am. But I still have streaming TV, which is why right now this show, Good Morning Gwinnett, and all my other shows are streaming on Roku and then being recorded and placed on my network, Noise Network, where Apple TV, it's on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Amazon Fire TV, also Roku. So all of those platforms. So 90% of what I do is video and audio, but then the other part is this distribution of that, and I'm on all these different platforms. Now, my goal is to build a brand and a legacy, but my other goal is to make sure that I use these platforms to empower people and educate people. So although I have a great time here on Good Morning Gwinnett, my other 5 podcasts are really going to empower and educate people on how to take the things that they love and turn it into something that's valuable and that can earn them some income. So I know that I've been doing Spotlight Thursdays here for a long time, but now it's going to go over to, and I may keep it. I just have to get the sound right, because I know what I'm trying to do, and I want you guys to know that you mean a lot to me, and I want to bring you the best quality show I can. And when I listened to the show yesterday, and that was the first time I listened to it, and it sounded that bad to me. I wasn't happy with it. And I'm not a perfectionist, but I just wasn't happy with the way it sounded. So, sometimes you have to make adjustments. Sometimes you have to call yourself out, and it's okay. Sometimes you have to give yourself constructive criticism. Sometimes you have to listen to your voice, and so that's what I've been doing. So, as a business owner, we make tough decisions all the time. And a lot of those times, you may not feel like you're wrong, but you could be wrong. You may not feel like, I don't want to admit that I have flaws. I have problems. I talk fast. I know that. I talk fast, but I'm working on slowing that down. I'm working on that. And so for me, one of the things to help me do that is to go to Toastmasters so they can help me slow down, because I want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. I see people a lot of times when I'm talking, they lean in like this. And I used to say, why are they doing that? I would say that to myself, like, why are they? Because I talk so fast, they're trying to understand what I'm saying. So I know, because at first I had to figure out what that was. Like, why? Because they would make a face like, and I'm saying to myself, am I confusing them? Am I confusing them? And I realized I just talk really fast, so I have to slow down. So a lot of times you guys are probably saying, we don't know what you just said. She was talking so fast, right? So I'm working on those things, and that's what you have to do. You have to continuously work on yourself. You have to work on your dream. You have to work on being better. You have to admit to yourself when things are not going right. You have to admit to yourself and show yourself some constructive criticism with love, right? Don't ignore it. Just do it with love. Don't beat yourself up about it. Because once you start to beat yourself up, now you got to try to pull yourself up out of the muck because you don't beat yourself down into the mud, right? So don't beat yourself up about it. Just make sure that you say, okay, this is what I need to improve. I need to improve these things in my business. I need to improve these things about myself. And it's okay. It's okay to do that. You're going to hit me up. Okay, hit me up, LinkedIn. I don't know your name. You got whoop whoop up there. I don't know your name, but hit me up. So sometimes you have to be okay with, making those changes. Sometimes you have to be okay with giving yourself that constructive criticism. Sometimes you have to be okay, especially if you're trying to build something great. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time. And trust me, I had some bumps and bruises along the way. I had to put some Band-Aids on it. I remember, and I'm going to tell y'all this story, then I'm going to go to my last song. But I remember, we invented the first plus size fashion dolls, right? We invented the first plus size fashion dolls. We didn't have any money. We got people to invest in us. They gave us some money. I took the idea that was in my head. I told it to a sculptor. She sent me a clay model of the doll. Then she sent me the wax. I sent the wax to Hong Kong. The Hong Kong sent me back vinyl with no eyes, because we was in the prototyping stage. Once they sent me back the vinyl, I approved everything. Then I sent some drawings for them to do the makeup and the hair. They sent me back a finished product. That was in December 1999, right? And I was so proud of that doll. I was so proud. So now we had to sell a doll. Like, I done got the idea out of my head. I done sent it to Hong Kong. They done sent me back a vinyl doll, fully dressed with the idea that was in my head. So we did that. Well, we decided, because we had to get some publicity for the company, I had read Terry Williams' book. It was called The Personal Touch. So for those of you who don't know who Terry Williams is, she was the publicist back then to like Eddie Murphy and Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. She was a big time publicist in New York, and I had met her, and she had signed my book, and she wrote this book called The Personal Touch. I love that book. That book helped me get so much publicity with no money. I read that book, and she gave me, it was all these great ideas in the book. So we decided to have a pageant called the Big Beautiful Doll Pageant. And we thought we were doing a great thing, and we were, right? But let me tell you, when people lost, they were mean and they blamed us. And we weren't even judges. We had judges. We had, I want to say it was one of the spinners was a judge. Sonia Lean, who was the editor at the time for Black Enterprise, was a judge. We had a psychologist out of Maryland who was a judge. We had a pharmaceutical worker. So we had like this variety of judges that didn't know each other. We didn't know them. You know, I didn't know Sonia Lean. I just asked her, hey, would you be a judge at my show, at my pageant? And she said, yeah. The young lady, so you had to be a size 14 and up to be in the pageant. You couldn't be like a 10 or a 12, because in real life, our dolls, if they were real dolls, real people, they would have been a size 14. And so you had to be a size 14 and up. What we didn't realize is that I'm a size 14, right? But I'm 5 feet tall. So my size 14 and somebody else's size 14 that's a 5'8" looks totally different. So there was a young lady who sold a lot of tickets. She sold a lot of tickets to the pageant. The pageant was so packed, there was no standing room. We were at the Crystal Ballroom at the Hilton, downtown Newark at Penn Station, which was a beautiful room. There was no stand. You know how you said, oh, we had standing room only? We had none. We had no room. My brother and his friend Kimball, Coach Bell and Kimball, was at the front door collecting the money as people came in. They had to stop people. They had to stop them because they couldn't get in because we had no standing room. My brother was so excited that day. I'm never going to forget this because he had bags of money for me. He was holding bags of money for us, right? And we were excited because we had all these amazing women. Women drove in from Nebraska, Canada. We had 21 women who came in from all over the United States and Canada to be a part of the pageant. And we thought we were doing something good. And this girl won. And they thought that we rigged it. And they thought that she won because she sold the most tickets. And we like, what? Now, here we are running around the whole night. We didn't even see the pageant. Didn't videotape because videotape wasn't all that big back then. But we were running around the whole time, right? Making sure everybody was coming on stage on time. The music was going good. The DJ was going good. That's what we did. We didn't see any of the pageant. And there was so many people. And remember, I just told you I'm 5 feet tall. So there was so many people. I couldn't even see. I think I saw one girl on stage the entire night. And it was 21 of them. So we missed the entire pageant. So at the end of the night, right? The people that lost, they blamed Georgette and myself. They said we cheated. I was like, oh my God. I was so hurt, y'all. I cried like a baby. Like I cried because that was not the case. The judges, one of the judges, she thought it was too long. So instead of her staying, she got up and left. We didn't know that she had left. So they thought she went to the bathroom and she was gone because she was like, she had a headache. I was like, oh my God. It was a mess. But the person won. And so later on, after I pulled myself together, now remind you, there were a lot of women. The women in the pageant said to me, the one that really cared, they was like, Audrey, thank you so much. I would have never done this had it not been for you. I would have never stepped outside of my shell had it not been for you. And even though we got so much love, and it was about 2 or 3, the 2 or 3 that hated us because they lost broke my heart. And I was messed up forever. Like that hurt me forever. When I tell you it hurt me forever, my husband and my mom said, do the pageant again. I was like, I'll never do that again. Now, mind you, my brother was like, oh, you made so much money. I was like, I'll never do that again. And I've never done one. And it was because I was so hurt behind the fact that people thought I cheated. And that I was like, I couldn't even bring myself to do it. And then somebody sent me a really terrible letter. Now, the crazy thing about that was it was somebody who had my address. So that means they knew me. They sent me this really awful letter. Oh my God, it was so horrible. Now I'm saying it's horrible. I look back now, it was horrible then. 20-something years later, I realized not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to think you're fair. Not everybody's going to support you. And you have to grow tough skin. And I'll never forget this. Janine Biggins, her name is Janine Biggins. Her company was called Voluptuous Woman. She said to me, she said, Audrey, I was a baby in the game. She had been in it already. She said, Audrey, You got to grow tough skin if you want to be in this game. She told me that night because I was crying like a little baby. She said, you have to grow tough skin if you want to be in this game. And I said, okay. But it took me a long time to grow that tough skin. When I tell you a long time, it took me at least 20 years. No, maybe not that long. It took me 15 years to grow tough skin. So I did things halfway in, halfway out because I had not grown the tough skin yet. So I said all that to say today, I can give myself self-criticism. I can say these are the mistakes I've made. I can listen to people say, sound like you got an orange in your mouth, and not be like, oh my God, somebody said something. I can do that now. I can do that now, but before I could not do that. And so sometimes you have to show yourself some grace, improve on the things you can and move away from the things you can't. All right. So listen, I'm going to go to my last song. And yes, if you're listening to me on all these streaming platforms with video, you probably can't hear the music. If you can't hear the music, I am happy. But if you can't hear the music, we're working on that problem. But I did not want to not include you in my broadcast today because you can still hear me. You just can't hear the music, I don't think, when I play the music. So I'll be right back after this song to give you my word of inspiration for the day before I go. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
It was so easy when we met. Future ahead of us, making memories. Our only hope is to forget and keep that passage close for centuries. Because I can't take it anymore. Forgetting what I'm fighting for. And your words just don't hold me back. Don't hold me back. Just let me go, just let me go. I need to get it off my mind before it devours all my energy. So hard to leave it all behind. I write my pen down in a melody. My heart is just another melody. So before I get over you, I'm gonna sing it now. Just another melody. You can't keep holding on to your past. Yeah. Get out, get under, and just relax. And that's what my friends are telling me. I wish it was easy, but it's not easy. I need to get it off my mind. Yeah, before it devours all my energy. So hard to leave it all behind. I write my pen down in a melody. My heart is just another melody. Oh, so before I get over you, I'm gonna sing it now. Just another melody. I need to get it right. Oh, before it devours all my energy. Yeah, so hard to leave it all behind. Oh, I write my pain down in the melody. Oh, melody. Oh, over you. Just another melody.
Welcome back. So I heard somebody text me say you can hear the music playing on Facebook. So that's great. So hopefully maybe I got it all right. I don't know yet. I'm still working on it. But anyway, I got to go. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration for the day. And here it is. It says, the moment you doubt whether you can fly, the moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it. Let me say that again. The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it. J.M. Barrie said that, and he was or she was absolutely right. The moment you doubt the fact that you can fly, you will never fly. You won't. When you doubt yourself, a lot of times, if you don't change that doubt, tune off the cheesy. What is that? LinkedIn user, what does that mean? Tune off the cheesy. I don't know what that means. But anyway, the cheesy. That's funny. Anyway, the minute you doubt yourself, whether or not you can fly, that's when you freeze up. You say, you know what, I don't know, maybe I can't do this. Maybe, if I do this, it might not work out right. It may not work out right, but if you never do it, it'll never work. Now, if you do it because you believe I'm gonna fly anyway and get my wings on the way down. Now, if you do it, chances are it could work. But if you never do it, if you let doubt set in and you never ever do it, then chances are you will never ever do it. That's it. It just won't. You have to not, when you find yourself, and trust me, I doubt myself. I do. Not very often. Anybody who knows me know that I will jump out there in a minute and see if I can fly for the most part. And they be like, oh my God, you're crazy. Right? No, I'm not crazy. But here's the thing. If I get an idea that I really like, or if it's something I really want to do, and even if I'm a little bit scared, I will do it. Now, there are some things that I have doubted myself on, but I have to sleep on. So, okay, should I really do this? Then I have to go and ask myself versus just doubting myself. Should I really do this? Do I really need to do this? Is it something worth doing? Right? That's a difference. Doubting myself, say, oh my God, I don't think I can do that. Right? Because a lot of times you know what you can do, but somebody will say something. Like right now, I could say, oh my God, I talk too fast. I shouldn't do this podcast. Okay. You said cheesy LinkedIn. So I'm having a conversation with LinkedIn user. I don't know who it is because he won't put your name up, Mr. User. But I'm glad you heard the song. That's what I'm excited about. That means something is working right on this side. So I'm glad you heard the song. That's important. So they heard it on Facebook, which means something is working right. They heard it on LinkedIn. So something is definitely working right. So I'm excited about that because that means y'all don't even understand. I have so many gadgets in my office right now. So I got all this stuff that I try to make work together so you can hear this show. But they heard it. He said it was a great song. Good. That's one of my favorite artists, by the way. Her name is Gloria Tells. She's like one of those people that you probably don't hear on mainstream radio. So you hear it here on the Good Morning Gwinnett show. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Listen, stay safe out there. Tell your family and friends you love them because you may not ever get a chance to. And I don't mean to sound grim. I'm just keeping it real with you. Tell your family and friends you love them every chance you get. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it. Every morning, my family and friends were in a group text. And we set this text up after my mom passed in January from COVID. We set that text up. And but we set it up to make sure we stayed connected because my mom was the glue that held us all apart, held us all together. And so when she passed away in January, I was tore up. I was tore down because, she was like my best bestie. And for me not to be able to talk to her, I was lost for a minute. And so, but we decided to set up a family chat every morning where we just showed each other love. And we do this every morning, y'all. We've been doing this since January, every morning, just to stay connected because she was the glue that held us all together. She was the glue that held us all together. And so make sure you tell your family and friends you love them every chance you get if you can. I know some people don't want to hear it. They don't know how to accept love, but tell them anyway. I'll be back again. LinkedIn, I'm going to come over. LinkedIn user, hit me up on LinkedIn and tell me your name. And I'm going to come over and talk to you when I get finished. Okay. So we can talk. Yeah. You put a link in the Zoom, put a chat in the Zoom. So I'm having a conversation. So one thing about StreamYard, what I love is that I can see the comments and people can talk in the comments to me. They can talk privately or they can talk in the comment section. So I like that. So that's a good thing. From all of this, from LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn and Facebook, you can talk in the chat, which is really cool. The StreamYard is nice. I like it a lot. I did a show yesterday, and Peter Beasley, who is the founder of Built International, he was like, "Look at you, got it all," because it was decked out like this show is nothing like that show. Like I had, and I probably needed to. I probably could make it like that, but it was really nice. Like I had the backdrop in the back, and I had built. It was really cute. Anyway, you'll be able to watch the show. By the way, if you want to watch the show, I'm gonna upload it later on this evening. Don't go now because it's not there. But later on this evening, it'll be uploaded, and it's gonna be at noisepodcastnetwork.com. Noisepodcastnetwork.com. That's where you can see all of the podcasts. So trust me, behind the scenes, I got a lot going on. But anyway, I gotta go. Thank you again for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world. Thank you, LinkedIn user, for listening. Thank you, honey. My husband is listening. Thank you for listening. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 58 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you to life for that. Remember to stay safe out there. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Until next time, my good friends, until next time, please stay safe. I'll be back tomorrow. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.